Welcome back, Visions fans. Ready Player Will here. For the fans of the channel, I do have some good news. I have made the decision to end the content strike that I was on. And just again to recap what it was all about, Gumi had removed the recurring pack H's that allowed dolphin spenders and whale spenders to play this game at a much more affordable cost over the past 9 months or so, and removing so angered a lot of whales and casual fans within the community to the point that it put the game on some thin ice as it pertains to global revenue trends, as it pertains to how long this game goes on, as it pertains to what they see for potential in our market for putting resources into from a development and game quality perspective. And it wasn't just the packages, they did remove the other global deals, which they still haven't fixed, and they still haven't made any kind of formal announcement about. And so to that end, I'm not going to hold my breath and wait any longer on that. And the big bullet point for me this whole time was that I want to spend money on the game, but not on their rack rate terms. There needs to be some kind of in-between, sporadically sprinkled in. And the demand of my strike was that I'd resume content if they reinstated the packs and or other deals. Now, non-debatably, they did do that with Falset, with Falset's Vision card. They gave paid options for both to have them basically Instamax upon purchase. Young O, they gave out for free. And so as the time has gone on, okay, they have not communicated anything about the pack H's. We've not seen them come back, but they have satisfied one of my requests. Now, I do still have other lingering questions that I'm going to keep an eye out for. And realistically, what am I still looking for? I am looking for pack H's to resume at some point. I would hope that for every limited collaboration, we would get a refresh of those. Okay, sure, maybe not every month like we're used to, but at least if there's a collaboration like Final Fantasy IX, which is likely coming, not this week, tomorrow, but the week after, I would expect to see pack H's refreshed. And I would have some serious concerns still if they didn't. I would still look for continued global deals like we saw with Falset and O. Are we going to get them for every single character? Probably not, but should we get them for a couple? I would hope so. If they're going to remove the packages, I would hope they replace it with these other kinds of deals. And I'll be honest, I actually still genuinely really like these deals because getting a unit at 120, getting a unit for free, absolutely aligns with my philosophy on getting the units to the player base at a maximum potential level a lot quicker and letting us actually play with the units and let the tinkering of the vision cards and the trust stones and the buying of the Esper pots and those kind of things to really dictate where you might put your excess resources. But I've, at this point, made my stance clear. I know other content creators have. I know the community has. I'm not averse to taking a hardline stance on this topic again in the future. And again, it's all because I believe that it correlates greatly to the longevity of the game, which I love. I want this game to continue for years and years and years. And so if I feel like something is threatening that, that's where I would be happy to die on that hill. But at least for now, I'm relatively satisfied with what they've done in the last month. Still need to see if it continues. If it was just this 1 month where they gave us some sweetheart deals, that is still not going to feel great. But at least they did something to kind of satisfy my conditions of what I was looking for. I am fingers crossed they continue to do it, because I'll be honest, there is a glass half full to look at with this, even with Dark Leviathan that's coming out tomorrow being delayed a week from the simultaneous release with O that it was on JP. That's a kind of alleviation of what we might spend for Vizior. Rather than getting a double whammy of a brand new unit and a Dark Esper, they have now spread out that schedule a little more to be a little easier to still save up and still spend your Viz as you can. So even philosophically, some people might be upset that they're slowing down the content release, that we're not getting Final Fantasy IX yet, which we probably should have a lot more recently. But on the other hand, I think it's a good thing that they're not stretching us too thin in too short a period of time. I still see that as a glass half full. But that's really it for now. I at least want to make an announcement that you should expect to see content resuming. There's a lot to cover. We have a bunch of new commanders. We have a brand new 5v5 Guild War system that I wasn't able to cover. We're going to have brand new Grand Arena coming in here again in a couple weeks. We have Kuja and Karsha, who are absolutely meta-defining units in terms of what we saw in JP that I'm sure we will see similar similar trends here on global that I don't want to miss the opportunity to highlight some of those. There's a lot of thoughts that I still want to share with the community to help you maximize your game experience, which has always been my intention from day one, and I hope I can continue to do that. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll talk to y'all later.